get in the middle of them somehow.
He's got some secret. Thank you so much. That he revealed at the wedding. He play piano, singing Journey songs.
Do you need mine?
That's awesome. You can sing.
Yeah, no, it was impressive.
Everybody?
Yes.
We're going to do about, I'm Julie. We're going to do about 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
Questions with the guys. All right?
Okay,
Thank
great.
Hi, Julie.
Okay. Just getting over a little cold. Just FYI. Not that that has anything to do with anything, but sharing.
And we appreciate that.
Just being vulnerable.
Yes, thank you for
That's all I'm doing.
showing up and being here.
No, of course. I wouldn't miss Comic-Con for the world. This is the best. This is a great place.
What can you tell us about season 2, story-wise? Is there any plot you can share? Is there anything at all?
I was just driving over here with Sam trying to pick his brain, and he wouldn't reveal much, but he did, he said, get ready. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, it's going to be rough. And I said, how much harder can it get?
Yeah, exactly. How much?
Yeah.
What else do you want to put him through?
Yeah, and he goes, he said it's going to get worse. So that's what I got. Yeah.
I've heard him talk about, backstory type stuff and, just developing more of our relationship early on, things like that.
Yeah, we asked him that in Europe.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yes. So I pulled some of that out.
With for the show you signed on for, and as the show evolved over the course of the first season,
Yes.
was it surprising to you? Did it change in ways maybe you weren't expecting, or evolve in ways that were, you sign on for one thing, and as it goes on, it develops?
I mean, he did have it pretty well mapped out. I mean, one thing he did before we started shooting, I think he called all of us, asked us how much we wanted to know, and I said, as much as possible, and he took about 45 minutes to kind of give me a summary of what it was going to be like through every episode. So I kind of had an idea of where it was going to go, and honestly, he did surprisingly stick very close to what that spectrum was.
Now,
Yeah.
did you guys
Yeah.
talk together? Did you know how much he knew, and vice versa, so you could chat and sort of play off each other?
I mean, we knew the main conceits, I think, of the show,
Yeah.
and once you know that, it's like the rest all falls into place.
Exactly.
I sat down with Sam and I said, tell me everything right away. And he said, is that going to be helpful for you? Because it could be interesting to watch you be surprised. And I said, after he told me, I was like, not with that many surprises.
Did it inform your performances at all, knowing the reveal at the end?
I think so. Yeah. For me, I think it was helpful knowing my relationship with Elliot, because the relationship between a father and a son, I think, is very deep, and so it was helpful in adding another layer of depth, just in ways I think I would respond to him and look at him at times in a much more sympathetic type fashion than I would if I were just some regular guy. And I did have a loving, caring, a higher level of that than I probably would have had I not had that information.
I mean, having known it, it was interesting to have that in the back of my head.
Sorry, they just knocked over the poster. It's good. These ladies are just making a mess over there.
That was our team.
Oh, it's good. Okay, great.
And then treat him as the character and not knowing much beyond that. Just had to play it, not knowing what the true relationship was, but allowing certain moments to catch me throughout the series and have moments of affection where I didn't know where they stemmed from, and then have that carry on in the final reveal when it's like, oh, okay, I get it now. I understand why we would have had affectionate moments at some parts throughout the season.
Were you guys,
go ahead.
following the kind of conversation on, there were a lot of sort of fans theorizing online.
Were you doing that?
I didn't have time for that.
No, you were very busy.
Did you?
No, I didn't. Really. I mean, I would hear. I mean, there was a lot of speculation about what the relationship was and who I really was, and that was probably the hardest part of being a part of a show like this, just having to keep my cards close. Not being able to talk to anybody about stuff was really frustrating because there were some demanding people around me, and I felt scared a couple times. Not really. I'm just kidding. Not at all. But yeah, so that was frustrating. Yeah. That was tricky.
Yeah, every time you hear one of these stories that just broke, I think today or yesterday, about another hacking situation,
Yes.
I think, how do you feel in terms of the connection of that type of thing to the show?
Great for the show. Scary to be in a world where that's actually happening. I mean, that's sort of how it's been all along. We made the pilot, and hacking was kind of. It was on the periphery. Not a lot of people were talking about it. People like Sam might have been following it in the news and looking at like Walmart hacks and things like that, and Target and those companies. But then once the Sony hack happened, it really did, move much more into the zeitgeist and became a much more relevant issue, obviously. And so again, great for the show, but not the world that we necessarily want to be living in, and not really something that we want to have actually happening.
We did, just to piggyback on that.
Yeah.
When we shot the pilot, we just watched the pilot. They screened it for us. We were at the Zurich Film Festival, in Cologne, at
Yes.
the Cologne conference.
Yes.
So I hadn't seen the pilot for quite some time. And we shot that a while ago. And I remember the scene where I break down Michael Hansen,
Yes.
and I tell him, I know every woman you've slept
That
with.
was in the pilot.
And I tell him this, you sleep with hookers, Ashley Madison, and I just thought Ashley Madison was the name of a girl.
Right.
I didn't know that
That's right.
until it all came. I was watching it, I was like, oh my God. I mean, we predicted that,
That's
not
crazy.
me, Sam
I know.
predicted that
I know.
a year before it happened.
Now we got to get the mega water user people in Los Angeles. We got to get those names. That's the next thing. We got to get some.
Tom Selleck.
Is it probably Tom? Yeah.
We're gonna move to our next table.
Oh,
You guys are
all
going to get 2 new guests.
It's okay. You got film.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, you too.
Thanks
Thanks.
for watching.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, I'll follow you. Those are cool. Like these? Thanks.
Yeah. Brett.
Star Wars shoes. Thank you.
Very cool. Like I have stories on. So I got photos.
You did? I didn't even catch you. I kept trying to get an extra question. I have one and
You really have to butt in. And
please tell me this.
yes. And so then I got a flat. I tried to get Christian. Oh, I did. Yeah. He looks so grown up. And like, he's still the guy who's from Heathers. Alright, so how do I do this? Let's see. Yeah, because your phone probably loads. I can't get mine to go up to Twitter or anything.